Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever you need, sir, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.
Welcome to the 2019 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. We are at the quarterfinals, officially in the money zone. What this means is that each point is worth 5 Ghana cedis to every team member. 5 Ghana cedis to each of the 3 contestants and the teacher. And this applies to all the schools. This is courtesy of GCB Bank. Thank you, GCB Bank. So we bring you the 4th quarterfinal contest, and it's going to feature Accra Academy. St. John's Grammar School. And Tepa Senior High School. Let's meet the contestants. Tepa Senior High School. Tepa Senior High School is represented by
Final year.
Bismarck a champion final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, my boss, please.
Good. At this stage of competition, I'm finding out about my contestants. So what do you do when you are not doing science and math?
Madam, I like watching movies and playing video games.
Okay, and you?
Watching movies.
Watching movies. What kind of movies?
Hollywood.
Action movies.
Hollywood. All right. Let's focus on this contest. What shall we expect from you?
The love story is our strength.
All right. Best wishes to you then. Accra Academy. Accra Academy is represented by
Tibudako Richmond, second year.
Abdullah Umpini, third year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
By God's grace.
I've been asking. When my contestants are not on stage doing science and math, what do they do?
Play football. We play football.
Football?
Yes,
Oh, great.
Well, I watch movies.
Movies?
Yes.
All right. This contest, what are we to expect?
Oh, you should expect the best from us, and by the grace of God, we'll pull through.
All right. Best wishes to you. St. John's Grammar School. St. John's Grammar School is represented by
Osu, final year.
David Dadzi, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Good. And when you are not doing science and math, what do you do?
I play video games.
Video games.
Movies.
Movies. What kind?
Sci-fi. Science fiction movies.
Pardon?
Sci-fi movies.
Sci-fi. Oh, wow. That's great. Okay. This contest, what shall we expect from you?
The God has brought us here. We surely see us through.
All right. I wish you well. Viewers, we've met the contestants. Before I sit down, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adanse Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FH Aachen University of Applied Sciences, Newmont Gold Corp Ghana, and Intervarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. Indeed, it is. Thank you. My name is Elsie Fakofman, and I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. Thank you. Contestants, the contest comes to you as usual in 5 rounds. The first round is the round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, there's a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty, 1 point. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to present that answer. All of the questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'll be starting with you, Accra Academy. This first set of questions will require 10 seconds of your time. Your question. Compare and contrast the chemical characteristics of metals with non-metals with respect to their oxides. Abdullahi.
The metals, the oxides of metals are basic. That means they are basic, yes. And then the oxides of non-metals are acidic.
2 out of 3. Of course, you are right, but it was not a complete answer because the oxides of metals are ionic and those of non-metals are covalent. You didn't mention that. All right. Tepa. Compare and contrast the chemical characteristics of metals with non-metals with respect to their hydrides. Yes, Bismarck.
Hydrides of metals are ionic, while that of non-metals are covalent. And also,
okay, 2 out of 3. Of course, you are right with what you said, but there was more. So the hydrides of metals dissolve in water to give alkaline solutions, whereas the hydrides of non-metals, except ammonia, dissolve to give acidic solutions. So it wasn't a complete answer. All right. St. John's Grammar. Define the term amphoteric substance and give any 2 common substances to illustrate your answer. Ken.
Okay. Amphoteric substances are substances that can behave as both acids and bases. And then examples of amphoteric substances are Al2O3 and then ZNO.
All right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. If alpha and beta are the roots of x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0, evaluate. Did you get your preamble? Again. If alpha and beta are the roots of x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0, evaluate. Accra Academy. Alpha squared plus beta squared. Abdullahi.
19.
You're right. With the same preamble. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Yes, Quarterfinals.
-5/3.
Yes. With the same preamble. Alpha squared beta plus beta squared alpha. Yes, David?
-15.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. A parallel plate capacitor has an area of 4.0 meters squared and a plate separation of 3.0 millimeter. Find the energy stored by the capacitor when the magnitude of the electric field between the plates is 20 kilovolt per meter. Abdullah,
Times 10 to the power.
go ahead.
7.1 times 10 to the power of -8 joules.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer is 2.1 times 10 raised to the power -5 joules. Tepa. Find the energy stored by a power plate capacitor with a volume of 1.6 times 10 raised to the power -2 meter cubed between the plates when the magnitude of the electric field between the plates is 15 kilovolt per meter. For a bonus, the right answer is 1.6 times 10 raised to the power -5 joules. St. John's Grammar. Find the energy stored by a power plate capacitor with a volume of 7.0 times 10 raised to the power -2 meter cubed between the plates when the magnitude of the electric field between the plates is 8.0 kilovolt per meter. David.
Madam, we have 2.5 times 10 to the power -9 joules.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 2.0 times 10 raised to the power -5 joules. Next, 10 seconds. This is one of those questions where I go around gathering right answers. So it's a single question to all three schools. When I get to you, please give me a right answer, and then I move on for the next right answer different from what has been said. I hope you understand. All right, so this is the question. In the natural system of classification organisms are arranged on the basis of known taxonomic characters instead of one or the first few. Name one, only one of such characters. Accra Academy, first choice. Abdullahi.
External physical observable characteristics.
I can't accept it. Tepa. Quartin.
We have the morphological characteristics of the organism.
Yes. Yes. Ken.
The behavior organisms and their feeding behaviors.
No. All right. So there are several of them, actually. I have 6 here. Morphological, that's the one I got from Tepa. Anatomical, cytological, physiological, biochemical, and genetic characters. All right. Again, it's a single question. When I get to you, please give me a right answer so that I can move on. 10 seconds once again. So this is the question. There are 5 postulates of the kinetic molecular theory. State any one of them and show how the postulate is manifested in the behavior of gases. So, Accra Academy. Abdullahi.
How is manifesting? The average kinetic energy of the gas molecules is proportional to the absolute temperature. And so as the temperature increases, as the average kinetic energy of the molecules increases, temperature increases. So it's a measure of temperature of a gas.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. I'll come back to you on that. Now, Tepa, a different one. Yes.
The size of the molecules of the gas are smaller as compared to the average distance between them, and also the volume of. And this is accounted by the fact that a mixture of gases will exert a pressure independent of other gases, which will constitute the partial pressure.
2. I'll come and tell you why. St. John's Grammar. Yes, Ken.
Gas molecules are in constant random motion. This is manifested in their ability to fill any available space.
No, I can't accept it. Actually, I'll give you 1. All right, so let me go through them, the 5, and then when I get to yours, I'll tell you why I gave you the mark I gave you. So the first one is gases are composed of molecules or atoms whose size is negligible compared to the average distance between them. I think that was yours, right, Tepa? Okay. The implication, that is the part you didn't get right, is that gases can easily be compressed. That's the implication. So for stating it, I gave you 2 out of the 3. All right, next one. Molecules or atoms move randomly in straight lines in all directions and at various speeds. This is the one you were trying to say. But you didn't say it completely, right? That's why I gave you 1. If you had been complete with it, you'd have had 2, but you had 1 because you didn't state it completely. And the implication, which you didn't give, was Brownian motion or pressure of a gas in a container is uniform on all the surfaces. That's the implication of that. Okay, the third one is the forces of attraction or repulsion between two molecules or atoms in a gas are very weak or negligible, and the implication is that gases fill any available space because of very small intermolecular forces. Also, gases in a mixture behave independently. That's the implication of that. None of you mentioned that one. Then, when molecules or atoms collide with one another, the collisions are elastic, and the implication is an isolated quantity of gas does not lose pressure. None of you mentioned that. Then the last one is the average kinetic energy of a gaseous molecule or atom is proportional to temperature. That's the one I got from you for stating that you had 2 points. Now the implication, once again, is Brownian motion, and pressure or volume increases with temperature. Okay? That's a lot to learn in a morning, isn't it? Good. All right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. When I get to your school, I will give you a pair of lines. A pair of lines. Determine if the pair of lines are perpendicular, parallel, or neither. Determine if the pair of lines are perpendicular, parallel, or neither. Accra Academy. Your lines are x plus 3y is equal to 5, and x minus 3y is equal to 5. Abdullah.
The two lines are neither parallel or perpendicular.
Yes. Your lines. X minus 2y is equal to 2, and 2x plus y is equal to 3. Bismarck.
They are perpendicular.
Yes. Your lines. 2x plus 3y is equal to 5, and 6y is equal to negative 4x plus 20. David.
Madam, please, they are parallel.
Yes. "30 seconds. Accra Academy. A chair has 4 legs each of cross-sectional area 4.0 centimeters squared. Find the pressure each leg exerts on a horizontal floor when the legs equally support a 640 Newton weight. Yes, Sibu.
The pressure exerted by each leg is 400 kilopascal.
You're right. A 450 Newton cube of side 0.20 meter is stationary on a plane inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. What is the pressure the cube exerts on the plane? Bismarck.
And, we have 1.1 Pascal.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Which of you? Yes, David. Go ahead.
2.3 times 10 to the power 4 Pascal.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 9.7 kilopascal. Your major question. The 450 Newton cube of side 0.20 meter is now pulled across a horizontal floor by a 250 Newton force inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. What now is the pressure exerted by the cube on the floor? David.
2.3 times 10 to the power 4 Pascal.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 8.1 kilopascal. Next set, 10 seconds. Accra Academy. Most of the hormones produced by the anterior pituitary perform what function? Tibu.
Some of the hormones secreted by the anterior pituitary gland include the luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, which control the gonads within the body of the organism.
I can't accept that. For a bonus. They simply regulate the production of other hormones. Tepa, what is the function of the hormone erythropoietin? Quarting.
Okay, erythropoietin is a hormone responsible for the induction of production of more red blood cells in the body. That's when body is in hypoxia. The body, the erythropoietin induces the production of red blood cells in the red bone marrow to produce more red blood cells.
Yes. Which endocrine glands are associated with the kidneys? David.
The adrenal glands.
You're right. Accra Academy. By the way, this said 30 seconds. State the products obtained at the respective electrodes when dilute sodium chloride is electrolyzed using inert electrodes, and give the amounts in mole that will be formed after passing a charge of 0.600 Faraday. Tibu.
At the cathode, hydrogen gas will be formed, and at the anode, oxygen gas will be formed. and the number of moles at the anode formed by oxygen gas is 0.150 moles, and the number of moles of hydrogen gas formed is 0.600 moles.
2 out of 3. Yes, you have oxygen at the anode, hydrogen at the cathode. Oxygen, 0.150 mole, and then hydrogen, it's 0.300 mole. Tepa. State the expected product when molten KBr is electrolyzed using graphite as the electrodes. Give the amount in mole of the products that will be formed after passing 0.500 Faraday of charge. Nsmq.
At the cathode, potassium is liberated or formed, and at the anode, bromine gas is evolved, and then the respective amount is for potassium is 0.5 moles, and for that of bromine gas is 0.25 moles.
Okay, I'm giving you 2 out of 3. Do you know why? No, okay, then I'll tell you. At the anode, yes, it's bromine gas. At the cathode, is potassium metal. The amount formed. Potassium is 0.500 mole, and bromine, 0.250 mole. Significant figures. St. John's Grammar. The electrolysis of concentrated solution of NaCl is an industrial method for manufacturing sodium hydroxide. Give the appropriate equations at the electrodes to show how NaOH is formed. Ken.
Okay, at the anode, we have 2Cl minus going to Cl2 plus 2 electrons, and at the cathode, we have 2H plus 2 electrons going to H2, and then the ions which were to compete at the anode were Cl minus and OH minus, but the OH minus will not be released as oxygen gas, so that will be the OH minus for the sodium hydroxide. And then at the cathode, the ions competing were H plus and Na plus, but the Na plus will not be released, but the H plus will be released, forming the anion for the sodium hydroxide.
1. All right. So at the anode, 2Cl minus 2 electrons going to Cl2 gas. You got that one right. At the cathode, H2O is reduced. So you have 2H2O plus 2 electrons going to H2 plus 2OH minus. Now, if we look at the two together, we need an equation for the two. We'll get 2H2O plus 2Cl minus going to H2 plus Cl2 plus 2OH minus. So now the OH minus will combine with the Na plus in solution to give NaOH. Or when the water is evaporated, the solid NaOH will be left as a residue. That is what will happen. Next set, 30 seconds. And I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Given that sine of A is equal to 5 over 13, and cosine of B is equal to 3 over 5, and A and B are acute angles, evaluate. Did you get your preamble? Given that sine of A is equal to 5 over 13, and cosine of B is equal to 3 over 5, and A and B are acute angles, evaluate. So, Accra Academy, sine of 2B. Yes, Sibu.
6 over 13.
That's incorrect. Which of you, please? Quarting.
24 over 25.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. Cosine of 2A. Bismarck.
We have 119 over 169.
Yes. With the same preamble. Sine of A plus B. Yes, Subu.
63 over 65.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. What is the activity of 2.0 times 10 raised to the power 15 atoms of a radioisotope with a half-life of 6.93 times 10 raised to the power 5 seconds? Abdullah.
2.0 times 10 to the power 21 atoms per second.
That's incorrect. Yes, Bismarck.
2.0 times 10 to the power 9 becquerel.
Yes. Your major question. Lead-203 has a half-life of 1.17 times 10 raised to the power 4 seconds. How many atoms of lead-203 have an activity of 56 megabecquerel? For a bonus. The right answer is 9.5 times 10 to the power 11. St. John's. Rhodium 104 has a half-life of 42.3 seconds. How many atoms of rhodium 104 have an activity of 96 megabecquerel? David.
9.5 times 10 to the power 7 becquerel.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 5.9 times 10 to the power 9. Last set, 10 seconds with a preamble. Preamble. State whether A, squamous, B, cuboidal, C, columnar, or D, transitional epithelial cells are best adapted to the following. Again, state whether A, so those are options, A, squamous, B, cuboidal, C, columnar, or D, transitional epithelial cells are best adapted to the following. All right. So Accra Academy, aid diffusion. Abdullah.
No.
Go ahead. That's incorrect. For a bonus.
No, one of them I was supposed to
The
say.
right answer is columnar. Tepa, with the same preamble, found in glands. Quartin.
We have cuboidal.
No. For a bonus. The right answer is columnar. And last question of the round, with the same preamble, found in the urinary bladder. David.
Columnar.
That's incorrect. Yes, Abdullah?
Transitional.
Yes. And that's the end of the round.
At Central University, we are not just giving theoretical knowledge, but also real-life practical immersion. Our projects and research are targeted at solving real-life problems within our built and a natural environment. My name is Che Joseph Bafo, an architecture student. The faculty and facilities available to us make us industry ready. The project I'm working on recently won an award when my colleagues and I visited the Netherlands. Central University makes you industry ready.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy. Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
At the end of the first round, St. John's Grammar School has 13 points. Accra Academy has 17 points. Tepa Senior High School has 23 points. Four more rounds to go. Round 2. This round is also known as a speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. John's Grammar? Thank you. Yours, Accra Academy. Thank you. And yours, Tepa. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. But be very careful, because if you attempt to answer a question and it's incorrect, or you are unable to provide an answer in the stipulated time, you lose a precious point. For questions which require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes, everyone. The first set, you require 30 seconds each, and there's a preamble to all schools. This is your preamble. You may take the Stefan Boltzmann constant as 5.67 times 10 raised to the power negative 8 watt per meter squared Kelvin to the power 4, and the Wien displacement law constant as 2.90 times 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter Kelvin. The preamble again? All right. You may take the Stefan Boltzmann constant as 5.67 times 10 raised to the power negative 8 watt per meter squared Kelvin to the power 4, and the Wien displacement law constant as 2.90 times 10 raised to the power negative 3 meter Kelvin. So now, first question. What is the intensity of radiation 20.00 centimeter from a 640.0 watt point source of light emitting uniformly in all directions? Yes. Tibu.
1,270 watts per meter squared.
No. The right answer, 1,273 watts per meter squared. Next one. A soccer ball kicked on a level field takes off with a speed of 16 meters per second at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. How far down the field does the ball travel before it first lands? Which of you? Sibu.
45 meters.
No. Which of you? Yes, Bismarck.
We have 3.2 meters.
No. The right answer is 22 meters. If you ring and you don't raise your hand, I'm at liberty to call either one of you. Next one. Find the wavelength of peak spectral intensity for a black body at 5,500 Kelvin. Sibu.
5.3 times 10 to the power negative 7 meters.
I can't accept it. There's someone. The right answer is 527 nanometers. 5.27 times 10 to the power negative 7 meters. Next set, 10 seconds. If the anther of a flower is missing, what type of reproductive structure will the flower be unable to produce? Yes, Ken?
Pollen.
Yes. Next one. The respiratory system contains several protective mechanisms to avoid problems or tissue damage. What traps small particles? Yes, which of you, Abdullah?
The cilia along the respiratory tract, that's the trachea, the ciliary cells. That
No. Yes, David.
The lining in the walls containing mucus. The mucus.
I can't accept that. So I continue reading. Small particles, viruses, bacteria, dust, and dirt to prevent their entry in the nasal cavity. Yes, this mark.
It's the cilia and mucus lining in the nasal cavity and in the nostrils. That's the cilia and the mucus
I'm
lining.
not accepting it. I know many of you, especially you young men, you have a lot of hair growing out of your noses. You forgot about that. So the right answer is hairs and mucus. All right, next one. Two fishes swim next to each other in the ocean. They look very similar, though they don't reproduce. They are unlike any of the other fishes in the ocean. Which taxon could these fishes? Yes, Bismarck.
Genus.
Yes. Next set. "30 seconds. Find the range of values of k if the equation x squared minus 3x plus k is equal to 0 has no real roots." David?
We have a set where k is greater than 9 on 4.
Yes. Find the equation of the tangent to the curve. Y is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2 at the point on the curve at which x is equal to 2. Yes, Abdullah. Go ahead.
Y equals x minus 1.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Yes, Bismarck.
Y equals x minus 2.
Yes. Next one. Given that a sequence is defined by u subscript n plus 2 is equal to u subscript n plus 1. By the way, the n plus 2 is a subscript. The n plus 1 is a subscript. Plus u subscript n. And u subscript 1 is equal to 2. U subscript 2 is equal to 3. Find u subscript 3. Tibu.
5.
Yes. Next one, 30 seconds. Equal volumes of oxygen gas, and an unknown gas, both at the same temperature and pressure, weigh 4.00 gram and 5.50 gram, respectively. Which of the following is the unknown gas? NO2, CO2, and SO2. Information. Atomic mass for sulfur is 32.0, oxygen 16.0, nitrogen 14.0, carbon 12.0. Tibu.
CO2.
Yes. Thirty seconds. Calculate the total pressure in a 100 decimeter cube cylinder at 27 degrees Celsius that contains 8.00 gram of hydrogen gas and 16.0 gram of helium gas. Atomic mass for hydrogen is 1.00, helium is 4.00, the gas constant R is 8.31 joule per mole Kelvin. Yes, David.
66.48 kilopascal.
That's incorrect. Quarting.
We have 66.5 kilopascal.
No. The right answer is 199 kilopascal. Last one, 10 seconds. Explain why a balloon filled with helium would rise into the sky, but one filled with CO2 cannot. Yes, Ken.
Okay. The one filled with helium is less dense than the atmospheric or air, so it rises due to upthrust on it. But the one filled with CO2 is denser than the atmospheric air, so it does not rise.
Yes. And that's the end of the second round.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever your needs are, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience.
At the end of the second round, Accra Academy has 18 points. St. John's Grammar School has 20 points. Tepa Senior High School has 25 points. We are about to begin round 3. At stake in this round is the Prudential Life Insurance Nsmq Star. The Star is an award that is given to any team that is able to earn a perfect score of 10 points in round 3. This is what it's worth. Each member of such a team earns 700 Ghana cedis. That is 3 students and 1 teacher, making a total of 2,800 Ghana cedis. That's worth working for, right? Yes. So that is the Nsmq Star, and we are grateful to Prudential Life Insurance for this award. All right, so now round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes to present an answer from your school. As I have mentioned, the problem of the day is worth 10 points. Please, Accra Academy, put down your pens. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. An organic compound with the formula C6H12O2 is found to be an ester. Give the systematic names and the structural formulae of all the possible esters represented by this formula, except that the alkanoate component is never a methanoate. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Thank you. School name. Thank you.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.
Ready. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and present your answers as you have them here. What is this? 3. Okay, make sure it's 3. Note that there was nothing there. Right. And then here you have all these there. Present them as such. Thank you. you see that this is very confusing. So the methyl pentanoate was for this. Yeah. Wait. And then this was just something at the back there, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you have more of them here? Look at this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem in organic chemistry. So we have an organic compound that has a formula C6H12O2, and it's found to be an ester. Contestants were to give the systematic names and the structural formulae of all the possible esters represented by this formula, except that the alkanoate component is never a methanoate. All right, there are actually 10 of them, 10. And since we were looking for the systematic name and structural formula, they had to match, right? Okay, so let's go through them. First one is methyl pentanoate, CH3, CH2, 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 COOCH3. Methyl 2-methyl butanoate, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, COOCH3. Methyl 3-methyl butanoate, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, COOCH3. Ethyl butanoate, CH3, CH2, CH2, COOCH2, CH3. Ethyl 2-methyl propanoate, CH3, CH, CH3, COO, CH2, CH3. Propyl propanoate, CH3, CH2, COO, CH2, CH2, CH3. 1-methyl ethyl propanoate, CH3, CH2, COOCH, CH3, CH3. Butyl ethanoate, CH3, COO, CH2, 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 CH3. 1-methyl propyl ethanoate, CH3, COO, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. And then finally, 2-methyl propyl ethanoate, CH3, COO, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3, making the 10 of them. All right. So the mark allocation. It was a difficult one because it's possible to get the systematic name right and the structural formula wrong. What was I supposed to do under those circumstances? Anyway, so what I decided to do was allocate a half point to each right thing so that at least people will get something out of this. But if you happen to wind up with a half point at the end of my calculations, I round down, not up. Yes. So that's what I decided to do. All right. Along those lines, let's see what happened with our contestants. Let's start with St. John's Grammar. They had methyl pentanoate. Systematic name correct, structural formula correct. Ethyl butanoate, systematic name right, structural formula not right. Propyl propanoate, both right. And then 2-methyl propyl ethanoate, both right. Okay, so now you see where my problems. So they have the 3 with both right, that's 3. And then the half I'm going to run down, so you have 3 points. 3 points. Accra Academy. You had methyl pentanoate, systematic name right, structural formula wrong. Propyl propanoate, systematic name right, structural formula right. Butyl ethanoate, systematic name right, wrong structural formula. And finally, 2-methyl propyl ethanoate, both right. Okay, so if we look at this, you actually benefited from this, my arrangement, because you get the 2-methyl propyl ethanoate, you get the propyl propanoate, and then you get the half and half for the other two, giving you 3 points. Tepa. Tepa presented 4 candidates. So methyl pentanoate, right. When they go to methyl 3-methyl butanoate, no, that's not the one. It's ethyl butanoate. Ethyl butanoate. You have the systematic name right. You decided to give me a shortcut in writing the structural formula. Okay, it's not the wrong formula, although, right? But it's a shortcut all the same. You agree? Okay. Then, propyl propanoate. Right systematic name, shortcut. Then, butyl ethanoate. Right systematic name, shortcut. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm giving you the full point for the first one, methyl pentanoate. And then the others, I have to give you something because they are technically not wrong, but I'm going to penalize you 1 point for these shortcuts, for all the shortcuts. And so that leaves you with 3 points. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Please pick up your notepad. That's not right. Methyl 3-methyl, that's not right. That's why I didn't give it to you at all. And then the thing I signed against, there was something I signed against. That was also not right. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case the statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If not, there's that penalty. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm starting with you, Tepa. Your statement. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in blood than oxygen. Yes, Bismarck?
True.
Yes. Carbon dioxide can bind to plasma proteins or can enter red blood cells and bind to hemoglobin. David?
True.
Yes. Carbon monoxide has a greater affinity for hemoglobin than oxygen. Yes, Ablai.
True.
Yes. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral are congruent, then it's a rhombus. Bismarck.
False.
You're right. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Yes, David?
False.
No, that's a true statement. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral are perpendicular, then it is a square. Tibu?
False.
You're right. If the capacitance in an ideal LC resonance circuit is increased by a factor of 4, the resonance frequency decreases by a factor of 2. Bismarck.
True.
Yes. If the inductance in an ideal LC resonance circuit is decreased by a factor of 4, the resonance frequency decreases by a factor of 2. David?
False.
You're right. If both the inductance and the capacitance in an ideal LC resonance circuit are decreased by a factor of 2, the resonance frequency increases by a factor of 4. Abdullah?
False.
You're right. Aluminium is extracted from bauxite, an ore that contains hydrated oxide of the metal. Bismarck?
True.
Yes. The major impurities in bauxite are iron 2 oxide and silica. David?
True.
No. It's rather iron 3 oxide and silica. In the processing of bauxite, the iron 3 oxide and the silica are both removed by addition of concentrated NaOH. Tibu?
True.
No, that's a false statement. So when the mixture is treated with hot NaOH, aluminium oxide and silica dissolve, but the Fe2O3 does not. So the AlOH3 is separated later from the NaSiO3. All right. Tepa. In mosses, the mature gametophyte is haploid. Yes, Bismarck?
True.
Yes. In mosses, the sporophyte produces haploid spores. David?
True.
Yes. In mosses, the calyptra buds to form a mature gametophyte. Yes, Abdullah.
False.
You're right. Tepa. 15 is congruent to -3 mod 9. Bismarck?
True.
Yes. (27) is congruent to -7 mod 6. David?
False.
You're right. (53) is congruent to -7 mod 20. David?
True.
Yes. The resolving power of a microscope depends on the wavelength at which it is used. Bismarck.
True.
Yes. The longer the wavelength at which a microscope is operated, the greater its resolving power. Ken?
It's false.
Yes. The higher the numerical aperture of the objective of a microscope, the greater its resolving power. Abdullah.
False.
Oh no. That's a true statement. Last set of statements. Last set. When H2S gas is bubbled through a solution of calcium 2+, a white precipitate of calcium sulfide is formed. Kwatin?
It's false.
You're right. When H2S gas is bubbled through zinc 2+ solution, a white precipitate is obtained. David?
True.
Yes. Last statement. When H2S is bubbled through a solution of aluminium 3+, no precipitate is formed. Sibu?
True.
You are right. And that's the end of the fourth round.
At Central University, we are not just giving theoretical knowledge, but also real-life practical immersion. Our projects and research are targeted at solving real-life problems within our built and natural environment. My name is Che Joseph Bafo, an architecture student. The faculty and facilities available to us make us industry ready. The project I'm working on recently won an award when my colleagues and I visited the Netherlands. Central University makes you industry ready.
At the end of the fourth round, Accra Academy has 29 points. St. John's Grammar School has 35 points. Tepa Senior High School has 44 points. Fifth and final round. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. For an opportunity to solve the riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. John's Grammar? Thank you. Your Accra Academy. Thank you. And yours, Tepa. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles in all. Best wishes, everyone. First one. I am a mechanical quantity that describes the state of a gas. I am temperature dependent. For an ideal gas, I vary as the square root of temperature. Yes, Ken?
Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy.
No. I continue. I vary as the square root of temperature and inversely as molecular mass. Yes. Quarting.
Root means square speed.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the third clue, 3 points. I am an organic compound with the molecular formula C5H12O. I am moderately soluble in water. I am a secondary alcohol. Yes, Abdullah.
2-pentanol.
That's incorrect. I have only 4 carbons. Ken?
We have 2 methyl, 3 butanol.
That's incorrect. I have only 4 carbons in my parent chain. I form a yellow precipitate of iodoform with iodine in sodium hydroxide. So who am I? Yes, Kwatin.
We have 2 methyl, 3 pentanol.
No. Anyone? Nobody. No. Just noise. All right. The right answer, you were close, Ken. The right answer is 3-methyl-2-butanol, not the other way around. 3-methyl-2-butanol. Next one. In geometry, I am a property of exact fitting. 2 figures with the same shape and size.
Congruence.
Yes, you are right. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. Last riddle. I am a technique used in horticulture. The technique is most commonly used in asexual propagation of commercially grown plants for the horticultural and agricultural trades. I only work with dicots and gymnosperms and not with monocots. This is because monocots do not have a vascular cambium. Yes, Bismarck?
Grafting.
You are right. They solved the riddle. They solved the riddle on the 4th clue, 3 points, and that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Accra Academy has 29 points. St. John's Grammar School has 39 points. Tepa Senior High School has 50 points. Tepa Senior High School has 50 points. Accra Academy, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, this is where we say goodbye. But all is not lost because GCB Bank in the money zone is giving you 580 Ghana cedis. Best wishes. St. John's Grammar School, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye to you as well. You have earned 780 Ghana cedis from GCB Bank in the money zone. Best wishes to you. Tepa Senior High School, congratulations on winning the contest. Very well done. You have 1,000 Ghana cedis from GCB Bank. But best of all, I look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Well done, well done. Viewers, we've come to the end of another quarter-final contest. Before we leave, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adansi Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FHR Akan University of Applied Sciences, Newmont Gold Corp Ghana, and Entervarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. This is a prime-time production. Please make plans to be with us next time when we bring you Prempeh College, Achimota School, and Wesley Girls High School. Thank you for being with us this time, and see you next time. Bye.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL.
You're most welcome to a new era of banking at GCB Bank, where there are no long queues at the bank. Because you can enjoy swift access to your account anywhere, anytime with GCB e-banking solutions. Experience a world where you have financial convenience from a bank with integrity. A world where you can focus on your business and trust us to provide you with limitless business banking solutions that will take you to new heights. When you need a loan, sooner is better than later. So we give it to you in 24 hours to make sure the experience is memorable. Whatever you need, sir, we have an exceptional team of diverse professionals ready to serve you with a smile. Trust us with your money. We are bigger, better, safe, and ready to take you places beyond banking.
GCB Bank, your bank for life.
There's always that one individual so selfless and caring. The world still has caring people. Getting unexpected help is a joy for us. That's why at Prudential Life, we've introduced Ultimate, the no-lapse guarantee on your Premier and Classic farewell plans. The biggest challenge for most clients having a funeral policy is the fact that when they are unable to pay premiums due to financial challenges, the policies elapse and the full benefit falls off. We have introduced the no-lapse guarantee on our funeral plans. This ensures that you don't lose your full benefit during challenging financial moments. Prudential, always listening, always understanding.
At Central University, we are not just giving theoretical knowledge, but also real-life practical immersion. Our projects and research are targeted at solving real-life problems within our built and a natural environment. My name is Che Joseph Bafo, an architecture student. The faculty and facilities available to us make us industry ready. The project I'm working on recently won an award when my colleagues and I visited the Netherlands. Central University makes you industry ready.